Hello, it's Kristen with Impressing Minds, and today I wanted to go over the process for how to actually see if you're ready to foster. I know you might be ready because you have your classes done and you're just waiting for that phone call. But what are some of the things that you haven't really thought of? So, for example, childcare. Have you thought about childcare? Logistically, are you ready to get your child to daycare and you to work on time? Who's going to be your daycare worker? Some of those things I'm going to answer today. So, for example, you've had your classes, you've had your home inspection. If you need help with that process, I have a video that I'll put a card up here for. You've had those types of things, but then you think, am I really ready for this? Am I really ready for the kid to come to my house? Is everything prepared? Am I prepared? Well, you're never really prepared. But here are some ideas and things to think about when preparing, for that call. So you're prepared maybe legally to do it, but are you prepared, in your mental space to do that? I recently found a friend in this situation. She was deemed ready by her agency, yet she was struggling to put it all together. So she had the paperwork, but she was like, I don't think I can really do this now that it's, a possibility, because she and her husband both work and they work full time. The bedroom, wasn't quite ready. It passed inspection, but it wasn't really ready. So she had no real childcare resources either. And that was an issue that she was thinking, what am I going to do if they call me? I don't have a sitter for this child. So how can she really logistically foster? All right, so the first thing I'm going to say is get a support system. Yes, logistically, the first thing you need to do is get a support system. So you want to have a friend who's available maybe in the daytime to watch the child if you have an appointment. So this is not your regular daycare person. This would be someone that you could watch the child for a dentist appointment while you had to go to the dentist. Maybe choose another friend, so you have a support system, who may be available in the evenings or nights to watch the child if you have a meeting or you have to go out for some other purpose. Even to the grocery store at first may be a little overwhelming to take a foster child or 2 or 3, depending on your list. So just find these people, find the support system, and utilize them and tell them how valuable they are going to be. You're going to need several because not everybody's going to be available all the time. The next thing you could do is talk to your boss. Career-oriented people need to have an open and honest relationship with their employer. So they need to know, I could get a call at any minute to get these children. And so I also will need off for doctor's appointments, for meetings, for therapy, for different things. And I really need some flexibility. Someone recently told me that they were never at the school. They had never gotten called to school for their own children. So their children were older, I think, and they were in high school or even graduated. And they'd never been called, for disruption. But with the foster children, she was called, multiple times during the day, needing to come to the school. So that is one thing that you need to have a good relationship with your boss. I would have that conversation sooner rather than later. All right, the next thing is get your supplies ready. So if you don't have your bed, your bedding, you're going to need to get those things immediately. You're going to need extra towels, washcloths, hand towels, whatever, all those things, because you are not going to want to do the laundry every 3 or 4 days. So you need to get extra things. You're also going to need to get extra snacks for a wide range of children's ages. If you only decide you're going to take teenagers, for example, then you can get those types of snacks. But getting some extra supplies, we found that we were going through our silverware so quickly that I was just like, I am not washing washing the dishes. I'm just putting them in a dishwasher. And then we were running out of like forks and spoons. And so that was one thing that we needed to go. I think we went to Big Lots, and got some towels, extra silverware, and, some shampoo, soap, body wash, things like that you're not thinking about using a lot of at first. And it would be better to have it on hand and then to have to go out after you get your placement. The more you can stay home with them, the better. The next thing is look for resources. So my friend that didn't have a daycare in mind, I logistically talk through the process. Where's your home located? Where's your work located? Find, if you can, someone between your home and your workplace that is available. So when I say that is available, I mean go in and check on them. See if they have openings. When will the next opening be available if they have one? Do they foresee, during the summer, the count may be way up, but then when school starts, some of those kids may be going to school and they won't need a daycare after that. So just kind of be ready in that aspect. I even suggested that if she finds one that she likes, go ahead and get the paperwork, go ahead and do it, fill it all out. So that's one less thing that you have to do when you actually have your foster child come and stay with you. So that is one thing that you may not think about. Resources of daycare. Also, in our state, I guess every state has this. Women, Infants, and Children's. It's called a WIC program. So if I have a child less than 5, I can get some additional resources for them, like formula. So I never had to pay for formula for my child because of that WIC program. So you can look into that and see where the agency is, what paperwork you'll need, and all that kind of stuff before you have to make an appointment. But it's just better to have all that stuff done before you actually get your child. After you get your support person, you get some extra supplies, you look for these resources. I would look at the opportunities that you have in your community for like a foster closet. Some of those foster closets will have car seats, which I know you're not supposed to like reuse. Booster seats then, strollers, bedding, beds, cribs, clothing. So if you know that there is a foster closet at this certain church, maybe just go ahead and put a call in and say, I am getting ready to foster. I'm on the list. I'm ready, but I'm just checking to see what kind of resources are available at your church or your community program, whatever it is. Next so you can ask yourself, are you reasonably prepared for a child? And stick to that. What kind of child are you looking for? Even if it was different from your initial list. So, for example, maybe when you fill out your list, you said, I want 0 to 5. Is that still what you want? Because they're going to call you for an 8 and a 4-year-old. And they're going to call for boys if you ask for girls. And it's what you planned. But is it really possible to expand your plans? So just be thinking of that before you get that first call. Also, I have made a list of questions to ask, a list of questions when they call you for a placement. So you're like, I don't know if I did say 0 to 5, but I don't know. Maybe I could take an 8 and a 4-year-old. There is a list of questions that I have, and I'll link to that below. It's on a post that I made, and it's on my blog, impressingminds.com. And so I'll link to that down there. So this thing is golden. I've been told this is golden. It has lists of things to ask the worker when they actually bring the child to your home. So you can ask them on the phone or after they get there, these different things. I'm really glad that you are wanting to foster and you're trying to learn as much as possible by watching this video. So I would like for you to subscribe. I'm going to be doing many more videos on these types of things, and I want to also offer you something that I'm very excited about. It is a book. I'm writing a book, and I have the first chapter kind of done, and I have it free. And so I would love for you to get a copy of that. All you have to do is go to impressingminds.com and then sign the sign-up form. There'll be a sign-up form there, and you'll get the first chapter for free, and it includes the introduction also. And with that, you can, check it out, see what the table of contents says, and just kind of look over what's coming. So I am totally excited about that. I might do a whole video on just what's in the book and try to, get some hype about it. So subscribe definitely to the channel, and I hope that I answered your question more about logistically, am I ready to foster? So thank you for watching till the very end, and have a great day.